Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Born and dead, saved by love. Count my blessings from above. Though in darkness, have no fear. Light will shine on those holding near. They know that sorrow they will pass. For I know in this life there will be something. But remember that love, yes it will. Love will reign. Yeah. Love will reign. Yeah. In my heart, I believe it. Love will reign. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Have a vision. It's clear and plain. People living life, smiling again. Oh, see the children. They know no pain. Far from pressure, stress and strain. Oh, sorrow, they will pass. For I know in this life there's gonna be some pain. But remember that love, yes it will. I know. Yeah. Love will reign. Gotta believe it. In my heart, I truly believe. Sun will shine again, and love, I can hardly wait. In the light of love shine on us, we'll all be together. There'll be peace, peace, sweet peace. There'll be peace, happiness and joy forever. Oh, yeah. One day, someday, pain will be over and love will reign. They won't last, for I know in this life there's gonna be some pain. But in the end, love will reign. Yeah. Love will reign.
Love will reign. I'm excited that you're joining us here for another episode of Love and Stuff. I'm Marcus Holmes. I'm excited to be here and to have you, whether you're watching like Willis Chillis on TikTok or here on Facebook from where we're emanating on the Marcus R. Holmes page or the Love and Stuff community page or any of the love groups that we're attached to, whether you're watching us on LinkedIn Live tonight, on Twitch TV, on YouTube events, on Instagram. I want you to take a moment and click share. Tag 5 of your closest followers, connections, or friends or subscribers, 5 of the more popular ones to join us in tonight's discussion as we're going into this. We're in this love month and in this Valentine's Day week. I want to share something from the inbox with all of you. Plus, I want to give you a chance to win an outstanding experience that's going to happen on this Saturday here in the Metro Detroit area, a Galentine's event, and the ticket will be free, ladies, for you to go and participate in this Galentine's event. And so we'll have some guests on a little later to talk to us a little bit about that event and how you can join them and win an amazing time. And listen, there may also be an opportunity for you to win styling, a hairstyling, so that you can be zhuzhed up, ladies, for the Valentine's Day coming up. You know, there's so much out there around Valentine's Day. And we thought we'd also include our LinkedIn friends because there are Black businesses that we want to support. And 2 of them will be on tonight to talk a little bit about their business so that you can decide what I know is already true, that there are some amazing rock star entrepreneurs in our country and our world, in the Detroit area as well. And I want to help you to support them. And so I pinned the topic across certain platforms. I'm going to see if I can pin it across another because TikTok only takes so many characters, but I want to pin the topic so that you can be involved. I want you to drop in the comments where you are around the world and just tag someone. If you've ever been going into a holiday season, like a Valentine season, and not quite knowing what to do, well, we've got a topic from the inbox that I think will certainly be something that you want to hear about, and something that I believe is pinned across topics. So just make sure. Okay, we're moving slow on here, and we'll get into that topic. I want to take a moment for you to take just a second to tag some folks to join us. All right, let's see. Oh, it pinned in a couple places. Very good. All right, click share. Hello, Taylor. Thank you for joining us on TikTok and others that are joining us across platforms. Why don't you take a moment to click share? Tag someone who is a follower, friend, connection, subscriber, a popular one that you know is into the topic on relationships, all around relationships, to join us in what I know will be an outstanding topic straight from our inbox. You know, quite often we take topics straight from the inbox, and here is yet another. And so while we're doing that,
what you wear says something about you,
and just have
about who you are, what you believe, and what you stand for. So here in the Love and Stuff community, we wear the brand that we live, and we live the brand that we wear because we love the brand. It's all about increasing the amount of love in the world and upping our love game. And if that's what you're about, you should wear it too.
If that's what you're about, you should wear it too, is what I was saying. And I want you to wear it too. We'll be talking about some of those items because we believe Valentine's Day is not just a moment. Valentine's is a lifestyle. And so if you start out just for Valentine's Day, fellas, and decide, oh, let me get her something real quick for Valentine's, you're already behind the winning 8 game. You know why? Because consistency wins the game. And who you are over the stretch and spans of time tells your partner a lot about your intentions. And so instead of just saying Valentine's is a day, we have gear. If you go to our Shopify store, and we'll be sharing some of that a little later, Valentine's is a lifestyle. The love relationships that you're cultivating are a part of your lifestyle. And we hope that you will definitely tune into those lifestyles. All right. And G for Glamour, thank you for joining us on TikTok. And those that are joining on Facebook, good evening. Please click share, tag 5 of your closest friends. closest connections on LinkedIn, closest subscribers on YouTube events, closest followers on Twitch and on TikTok. 5 of the more popular ones to join in tonight's discussion. This is from the inbox. Marcus, bruh, I need some game before I mess up. We'll talk a little bit about that game usage. I just got back with my ex. We were together for 5 years. 5. But she left because she thought I wasn't serious. I wasn't out here cheating or anything, but I guess I got too comfortable, didn't show her enough effort, and she started feeling like I didn't value her. She told me straight up that if I don't step up, we're done for good. Now, I know her love languages are physical touch, gifts, and quality time, so I got to move different. But listen, I don't want to just do the cliche stuff. I want her to really feel it, not just because of Valentine's Day, but because I don't want to lose her again. How do I show her I'm serious in a way that actually lands? I need some real strategies, not just flowers and a dinner date. Help a brother out. So I want you to help me help a brother out. Bernard Harper's joining us on Facebook. Click share, Bernard, and tag some of your friends, some of those folks in your text group. Get them on Facebook and get them in this conversation around Valentine's being a lifestyle and not just a day. Because I think we go wrong if we're just preparing for the big day. Now, I think there are special times that you ought to celebrate the one that you love with special amorous or amorous love, right? But that ought to be a part of the expression of your regular, consistent love for that individual. And I love that this young man, I'm going to call him a young man because he's in his early 30s, understands that it isn't just the way in which you want to love someone. You need to love people in the way that they want to be loved and recognize love, right? And so he referred to, which we always talk here, he's in the Love and Stuff community, so he knows about these love languages, Gary Chapman's love languages, which we've talked about here. I won't say ad nauseum, but we talked about here quite a bit. And so I want to encourage you to think about those 5 love languages, and you can drop in the comments which ones yours are. I'm going to try to remember them from memory. It is physical touch. It's gifts. It's acts of service. It's quality time, and it's words of affirmation. Pat on the back, Marcus. You remember them. Okay, Gary Chapman, you need to give me a bonus. All right, so it's physical touch, gifts, acts of service, quality time, and words of affirmation. Drop in the comments, what is your love language? I want to hear from you. What is your love language? Is your love language acts of service? You know, you like him to take out the trash, ladies. You like him to make up the bed. You like him to do something, that acts of service. It really fills you up. Or you like the traditional, some people say traditional gifts. And it always doesn't have to be the most expensive gift, but you like a gift that's intentional, right? Or you like words of affirmations. You look beautiful. You smell wonderful. I love the way you walk. I love that dress on you. You like words of affirmation. You are so kind. You're so thoughtful. You are amazing. You love those things that build you up, right? What else did we say? We said acts of service, gifts, physical touch. You like kissing, smooching, holding hands, all of those things. Add to it however you see. And I said acts of service, gifts, physical touch, words of affirmation, and I'm missing one. It'll come back to me. I said them all 5, right? So you have to know what your love language is, right? To be able to. Hello, Holly Brad. Thank you for joining. Click share. Tag someone on TikTok. What your partner wants. So he knows that hers are physical touch, gifts, and quality time. That was the one I didn't mention. You like quality time. And so he's asking, what can we do? How can we, how can I make the best of this Valentine's Day? Now, there's a lot of conversation about whether Valentine is for the ladies or whether it's for the men. Hello, Dr. V is here as well. Whether it's for the ladies, whether it's for the men. What I'm saying is, as you're planning for this day coming up, and we have, again, an opportunity for you to get in, wear the brand and love the brand and live the brand. Valentine's is a lifestyle. It should be an outpouring and outshoot is the word that came to me of your love and commitment to a relationship and the person in it, right? And so if you're just building it up for Valentine's, that could be a start, but you don't want it to be the final say of what's coming from your heart. I didn't even mean to rhyme like that, right? You want to make sure that it is reflective of how you feel about the relationship. But here is a guy from the inbox who says, I just got back with her because she felt like I wasn't serious. It wasn't that I was cheating. She felt like my attention wasn't in the relationship like it should. Now, my question to him is, did it take 5 years for her to come to that determination? But we're having a technical difficulty there with my guest. Okay. Okay, I think she figured out. All right. So I'm going to the topic, and then I want to share some things that he can do, and maybe you can do, fellas or ladies. You can do to really dial in to the love language of the person that you're with. And these are from Gary Chapman's love language, which, you know, if you've been around the Love and Stuff community, we absolutely love this love language. And we'll be talking these principles, if you will, and we'll actually be talking about an opportunity for you to put some of this to use in trying in the 36 questions that lead to love with a special lens on from Gary Chapman's love language. So stay tuned for that, for your opportunity to join us. We've had our love fest, I will call them, and they have been insanely interesting and uniquely I won't say they've had so much comedy in them. I think you love, you laugh, and you learn. So I want you to click share, whether you're watching us on TikTok, whether you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube events, Twitch TV, Instagram. We are happy that you're here. And I believe one of my guests has arrived before we go into these 5 things that we want to talk about that you can do based on Gary Chapman's love languages. I'm going to bring one of my guests in who I see is here right now. June Rochelle Eaton is a phenomenal entrepreneur in our area, and I'm bringing her in right now.
Hi, good
June,
evening.
how are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
I am doing well, and I'm so grateful to have you. You know, I continue to pitch your business and Detroit Couture and My Dream Dress Bridal Salon. I'm probably saying that incorrectly.
No, you
And
got it. That's
okay,
fine.
and all of the great things, and you have something great coming up this weekend. And so, as
Absolutely.
I'm looking to get your partner on, I want to just ask you quickly about this inbox topic. I don't know if you've had a chance to take a look at it, but there's a young man who just got back with his longtime girlfriend, and they were dating for 5 years, which is a long time, but okay. And he's trying to decide, you know, what are the things that he should do for her, knowing that her love language is quality time, physical touch, and what's the third one? And gifts. So before you do that, first of all, June is beautiful, but she's married, fellas, in case you're saying that. I don't want nobody to get shot trying that. All right.
No.
So we're across all platforms, and I included LinkedIn Live tonight, June, because I wanted them to see your business, hear a little bit about your business, because there are professionals out there who will want to get married and get a beautiful dress, or people that will want to get some of the beautiful pieces from Detroit Couture. So first, tell me a little bit about your businesses.
Sure. No, My Dream Dress bridal salon is in West Bloomfield, Michigan. We've been around for over 15 plus years. We curate gowns for girls who are not looking for the typical look. And what I mean by that is if you're browsing online looking for a gown and you want that gown, we fit a gown based on your body, your personality, and your venue and your setting. Some girls get destination weddings, some girls have big cathedral weddings. So we curate a gown around that. So it's not a cookie cutter. You won't look like everybody else, because I like to personalize your gown based on what we chat about in our interview. So yeah, I love what I do, and I love that, right? And it's something I do to have fun. It's
Yeah.
not something I do for work. It's fun for me.
Wow. I love that, because a lot of people are looking for meaningful work. You know, me being in HR, I'm talking to people all the time. They're saying, I just can't find work that's meaningful for me. So I love to hear when people are in the center of their purpose and passion. I love that. And so you're kind of in the love business, right? It's 24/7 love.
All
And
right. Yes, all right.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you curate unique gowns that no one else is going to see again. Do you do that also for the bridesmaids as well, or they have how
Oh,
does
no,
it
no. No, no,
just
no. No, no, no. I
just the
love
bride?
y'all. No, no, no. Just I am just particularly I'm particular about brides. So
Okay,
it's just I do bridesmaids dresses, but I will not create one because the budget don't work right
got it.
sometimes.
Got
So
it. Got you. Okay. And so people can go to your website, say your website just so that they will know it.
sure, my dream dress bridalsalon.com. They can go to my website and schedule an appointment, and it's just you and me and whoever you bring. So it's not like people are coming in and out, and my attention is all on you at your appointment.
Wonderful. And do you do virtual appointments as well for people that aren't in the area, or do they have to fly in?
So no, we can do virtual. We've done a couple of girls in Toledo, in Atlanta, and Arizona. So we've done things, and how we get that is we do a Zoom, something like we're doing here, do measurements. I usually have like a grandma or somebody with them that knows how to use a measuring tape. No pun, but a lot of people don't know how to properly measure themselves. And that goes for, when you're buying online, you need a measuring tape on standby.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
you know exactly what you're going to get
love it.
because
And I
you're
love
not a
it.
size 8.
Got it. Everybody thinks they're a magic number, and your
They
number is
are,
plus or
right,
minus
right.
all of the
So
other
yeah,
accoutrements that come with your body, right?
absolutely.
You mentioned that you curated unique to their personality and their venue. I didn't even ever think of that, June. You curate
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah. So if
gown
you're
to their
getting
venue.
Absolutely. So if you're getting going on a destination wedding, you don't want an elaborate ball gown to be in the sand, too heavy. The sand will carry that gown too. So we've done gowns for girls who have gone to Jamaica or Punta Cana or wherever. Just recently did a gown. And then if you're getting married at a cathedral wedding, or at a cathedral, like some people use the uh I forgot the name. It's a Catholic church downtown, but it's beautiful. Or at the St. John or at Second Ebenezer. You don't want just a mm, you want something that is going to like illuminate the venue.
Wow.
So I always ask where girls are getting married, and we ask where their reception is. So if they're going to change dresses and they're going to dance all night in their dress. So yeah,
Wonderful.
the venue
Now,
is important.
yeah, I'm gonna pivot just a little bit from that, and I want to ask you about these Gary Chapman's love languages. There are 5: acts of service, gifts, physical touch, words of affirmation, and quality time.
Hmm.
Which would you say are your love languages?
Marcus, you've been knowing me all my life.
I
Gifts, honey, gifts.
I know, but I needed you to say. Okay.
No. No, I would say gifts and quality time,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
And those are my two big tops. And it's quality time as I get older. Gifts are kind of taking a back seat. So it's
Mhm.
quality time.
I love that. And what advice would you give to this young man and maybe other men about leaning into a woman's love languages when they're selecting gifts for Valentine's?
Oh wow, yeah. So if you've listened, she's already hinted a ton of times, and you just have to listen intensely with understanding, not what you like and not thinking you can't afford it or anything like that. Because sometimes all women need is for you to listen and be spontaneous,
Mhm.
right? The
Yeah.
and I'll share this. My husband and I are always so busy. I don't think we've been to dinner in, I'm gonna say, almost a year, like just to sit down and have a quality dinner. We'll eat on the go. Hey, what you want? Those things. But yesterday I was laying on the bed and watching, finna get into Equalizer, and he walked in and said, "Hey, let's go to dinner. And I looked up and I was like, what have you done to my husband? Who is this man? But it was a very pleasant surprise
Yeah.
to just out on a Monday and to say, hey, let's go to dinner. And because we're busy.
Yeah.
And so we're tired when we come home at 8 o'clock. But I got up and put clothes on and I looked, my damnedest to go to dinner. So
I
it's
love
those little things, right, that
it. Mhm.
surprise us.
Yes. Okay, I love
So
it.
I would tell him to surprise.
I think I'm bringing in your partner, though I
Is
don't see
she?
her on camera.
Is she woke?
Okay, I was making sure she was on camera.
Oh,
Hello
she
there.
ready, baby.
Hi, I'm here to. I'm looking forward to talking about the event, and I'm not feeling my best, so I'm.
Well, I'm glad that you were able to join us. Thank you so much, Rashida, the Glam Doctor, for joining us. Rashida LaShawn, thank you so much. And congratulations on your new location. Tell us a little bit about your new location before we segue into talking about the event.
Oh well, thank you. My new location is in Southfield, Michigan. It is on 11 Mile Road. It's at 21751 West 11 Mile Suite 105. It is a beautiful edifice. And you can come in now, and get it's still the same thing we've been doing. We're just going to be elevating the experience for the clients to be much better for them. We're offering now a more layered service when people come in. So they'll be getting like a mini facial, hand rubs, back rubs, shoulder rubs. Um, when they come in, they already can get wine or whatever their beverages are, but things will be waiting for them. We're basically going to be waiting on them hand and foot when they come in the door, if they want to come and stay and chill, is that kind of atmosphere. And so we have more rooms in there and more space. We have a big old nice lobby area. Then we have the whole area where you get your makeup done, which is very lovely, inside of there. And then we have another space. Right now it's a multi-purpose room, and we're going to be doing our bi-monthly glamorous gatherings that we used to do a long time ago. We would bring women together. So we want to making sure that we are taking our slogan, be beautiful, be well, be whole. And we're going to be embodying that for all of our events. Everything we do is going to have a beauty element, a beauty component, a wellness component, and a component for being whole, so that the women could think about everything about themselves. So that is what we are doing at the Glam Doctor. Book your daughters for their proms now. Get your book for prom now, and all the things that you need. We're booking for weddings, of course, all the time. And yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Can you tell us the name of your website just so that people can go and book this? It sounds like we've taken glam to another level of a full service experience.
Yeah.
So where can they go to book this full service experience?
Theglamdoctor.com. So everything will be switching over in March. It'll be, elevated because we're just moving in, but it's theglamdoctor.com. We have a brand new website, which is very beautiful. Our team looks luxurious. We did our photo shoot at June's bridal salon. She was so kind to let us come in there and do our photo shoot. And the gown that I'm wearing is one of her gowns. June, do you still have that gown in stock? That gown was beautiful
Wonderful.
for the photo shoot.
Yes.
And June,
Yes.
she put me in, like, literally she kind of created the gown on me, because she put the sleeves and everything on me. She put it right there on the spot. So yeah.
I love it. I love it that the two of you are partnering together in this event. And one of the reasons why I included LinkedIn tonight is because I want people across LinkedIn to know about the beautiful partnerships and the beautiful people that are doing game-changing things in the beauty and glam space. And so tell me how this partnership has come to be for something great that's happening this Saturday. Tell me a little bit more.
Sure. Well, with what Rashida does with her Glamorous and the Glam Doctor, I love to create events around special occasions. So last year we did a Galentine's and we didn't get together. And this year, as she was going through her surgery, I thought, hey, let's do something for us gals to get together and just share amongst each other. So it's small, intimate. It's not elaborate like 30, 50 people. We have a small, I would say, right, intimate gathering where we want to just share amongst women. Maybe you know them, maybe you don't, but it's always good to collaborate with other women who are in the professional industry, and regardless of what you're going through, like Rashida, I'll piggyback on be well, be whole, be beautiful. Some people don't think they're beautiful, and those are, and the Galentines is not just for girls who don't have a gal or girl or what it would a
A
guy
partner, guy.
or
Yeah.
girl, right?
Mhm.
So it's not just for that. This is about sisterhood,
Mhm.
women coming together and celebrating each other.
Mhm. And June, why is that
So
important to you and Rashida? Why is that sisterhood gathering coming together so important?
you, well, you want to talk, Rashida? Go ahead.
Oh, I can't. I think sisterhood is important. Marcus, well, no. Well, first for me, sisterhood is always important. While I have one sister that's biological, God has blessed me with many sisters over the years that He's given me in friendships, and so I have learned how to be a great friend. That's your music, Joe? Oh, I
Sorry, there's
great friend,
something going
sister to,
on.
to other women, and a lot of people don't even have that and or know how to foster relationships. And so sisterhood is important to me because I need other women in my life. Like when I hear women say I don't fool with other women, like that to me is preposterous. Like I just can't even imagine not having other women in my life. I need all the women in my life, from older women to even younger women who keep me young. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's very important. It is the sometimes it's the lifeline for you that you need. You can dump everything off right there and know that it's in a safe space. And I think that, as I've gotten older, I've really been able to, me and Jim were just talking about this a couple of weeks ago about just evaluating relationships because everybody doesn't view them the same way. And
Mhm.
so having events like this for women that have sisterhood already, but there are a lot of women who don't have sisterhood with women because they don't trust people because they've been hurt by women,
Mhm.
but they're trying to trust again. So those people, hopefully they meet somebody, connect with somebody, one person, that can be your prayer partner, somebody you can trust, as you're going through whatever you're going through and dealing with whatever you're dealing with, really quickly. Recently one of my friends, her friend, her friend died. She suffered in silence with cancer for years, and she didn't want anybody to know. And my friend was one of her good friends, and she had to keep that, to herself, to keep that like close, while her friend didn't have other had other fostered other relationships with other women. And she it was sad, Marcus. It was terribly sad. And to watch so when the young lady passed away and I knew her, I was never able to say anything, because I couldn't know. You know what I'm saying? That she was sick. It was like, wow, because she had so much stuff, I guess, happen to her in her life, where she had just shut down and she only trusted this pretty much this one person or one or two people in her life. And it made me sad. It made me literally sad. I talked to June about it. And so that's why, like, I don't ever want anybody in my life to feel like they've got to go through something alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's terrible, Marcus, to die alone, you know what I'm saying? And to feel like no one loved you, or to just to, isolate yourself from people, which guess what? That's your right to do.
Yeah.
But some
So,
people just don't know that people do love them and want to love on them. So that's what, for me, this Galentine's, like June said, it's just not about women who are single. 'Cause I see people kind of ragging them on social media, some of the guys. It's just women getting together. No, it's not. It's not even about, this has nothing to do with a man. It has everything to do with sisterhood. And, so yeah.
yeah, that was why I asked the question, and thank you for expounding on that, because I would imagine that being with sisters helps you to embrace your self identity. It helps you to build up the part that's unconnected to what some people covet, right? Having a
Absolutely.
man, having a husband, having these other things that maybe society has told people that you have to be of value, but embracing your self identity by seeing other women, other business women, other professional women, other mothers, to help to reinforce who you are as a woman and that part of sisterhood. Did I catch that right too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And so tell me what they can expect this weekend. And with the Love and Stuff community, we just wanted to partner with you and offer a ticket for someone to win, because I would love for some woman to be a part of this from the Love and Stuff community. Tell us what they will be able to experience this Saturday. And where. Tell us
Absolutely.
about the
So
venue.
one of the, well, of course, we're gonna have a delightful spread. So there will be a variety of food for whatever dietary needs you have or whatever that is. Um, we're gonna have music. We're gonna dance. We're gonna hustle. I'm gonna learn the Tamika hustle. Somebody's gonna teach me that, and I only feel comfortable with women to teach me that. I don't want nobody knowing I don't know how to do it, but I don't.
Right.
So I want to learn that, and so we're gonna do that, and of course dessert and things of that nature. We're gonna have just a space to connect, create, and talk. And then the wonderful thing we're gonna do, we have a very special treat that we're going to do a perfume making activity where you're going to be able to make your own scent. And this is going to be so fun. I've never done it before. I'm excited. We always go and smell things, and then we're going to learn about the scents, right? What's good for the winter? What's good for the summer? What's good for our bodies? You may smell something on a girl and love it, and then when you go buy it, it
Right.
don't work for you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that, and let's see, just connect and have fun. So I think you would do yourself an injustice not to kind of be a part of this. And this is something, like I said, is small and intimate. So we're not looking for 100 women. We're just looking for people that we
Right.
can connect with. I want to know everybody's name. I want to know what they do before I leave there, and figure out how we can connect in the future for whatever.
I
And what
love it. I love it. And Rashida will know that I love the idea about the fragrance. I'm just excited to hear that you all will be doing the DIY fragrance. Love it. Love it.
what June did say, we're having so with the music, we're not just having music, we're having an actual DJ.
Okay.
And we're having a chef do the food. Like it's not just it's not like a caterer. It's a chef doing the food.
Mhm. Now, who is the chef? Can you tell us? Let's
Oh,
let the mouth
sure.
water.
One of my favorite, his name is Chef Taz.
Mm.
He has been around me for a while, and he's been in the city for a while.
Yeah.
We have a curated drinks.
Mm.
What's it called? Oh my goodness, Stacy.
Basically,
Um,
I forget the name of her.
but she'll be there as well, to do the bartending. So we'll have mocktails as well as crafted cocktails.
Wonderful.
Mocktails are people like me who don't drink, who
And
cannot.
people like me who have to drink.
And something for everyone in between, hopefully.
And then they have
Yeah, so it'll be
her
really
bar, her bar as
fun.
well.
So like we said, space is limited. You can go to My Dream Dress Bridal Salon and click on the link for Eventbrite if you want to get a ticket, or if you win your ticket with Marcus.
Absolutely amazing. And so tell us about the facility where this is going to be. What time is it going to be Saturday?
So the facility is the Carrington. It's located at 1739 90 West 8 Mile in Southfield. The time is from 2 to 5 p.m. And that is, like I said, in Southfield. So that's one of our event spaces that we utilize.
It's a beautiful event space. Can you tell us how people can connect with you for that space?
So if they go to My Dream Dress Bridal Salon, you'll be able to book the space as well as take a tour of the space. But if you come Saturday, you'll see it all decorated and very, very nice.
Talk about
Put together.
June, our decorator.
Oh, decorated. Yes. It is. What's her Stinson? But I want to know her name of the business.
Oh, she's small budget. Oh God.
Budget Bridal.
Budget. Yeah.
Yeah. We have to, so that's when you have to come.
Okay. Because it
All of
sounds like
these
you
are
all
our,
have
and then we have
amazing.
a
Mhm.
what is that? We have a charcuterie, a grazing table.
Hmm.
Um R2B charcuterie. So we're horrible. We just know them as Kayla, Delana, Chad, Taz,
Right.
and Stacy.
Dessert table too. A dessert
Yes.
or
So
two.
it would be great if at some later point you can drop in the comments just some of the links to those places, or let me know so that people can see their businesses as well. Because it sounds like you have
Absolutely. I agree.
a collective of women led businesses and a collective of Black owned businesses in this beauty and wedding space. So that must
Yes.
be something amazing. Are there uh, more plans around that to build partnerships and bridges around all of these different relationships as you're doing Saturday?
Yes, absolutely. We always reach out to our community to see who would like to participate and be a part. And we're very, I know Rashida and I are very big on quality as well as professionalism, right? We're very big on that. So we won't, and then we're very big on correction. So if there's an issue with amongst our community and there's something we didn't like or enjoy, we do a lessons learned and talk to that person to hopefully encourage them to be better or do better or figure out how we can help them.
Instead of blasting them on social media saying they were horrible.
Got it. Got it. We're talking with June Michelle Eaton from My Dream Dress Bridal Salon and Rashida the Glam Doctor Williams, who is Rashida LaShawn, the Glam Doctor. And they are both fantastic entrepreneurs. Tell people who might be wishing to step out into entrepreneurship what it's like and what words of encouragement or inspiration might you provide to them, someone who aspires to be like you and do this full time, step out on faith and do what you said earlier, June, something you love. Because everybody wants to have work and a passion and a purpose that they love. So each of you, if you just tell us a little bit about it.
I could go first because June could really wrap this. She could wrap it up. So I would say that if you want to be an entrepreneur, learn the craft of what you want to do, learn that industry, have a mentor, somebody that's already doing what you do. So you can go in and learn, go in thinking you know it all. I mean, don't get me wrong, your ideas are great, whatever the ideas that God has given you, they're amazing. But just going to somebody who's already doing it to see how they're doing it, and they can tell you the pitfalls and the pitfalls and the promises of it, you know what I'm saying? The good things and the things that you can potentially put pitfall in. Um, having your business stuff together, like having your name, having all the business part of the business together, doing business as business and not a hustle. Um, that right there gets me all the time. When people like, oh yeah, just cash at me. Well, can I pay by credit card? No, I ain't got no credit card. What are you talking about? Like are you running a business for real? Like, what are you doing? So just having things in place to be professional, always being professional at all times. And also being an entrepreneur is also you're always learning, right? So when you mess up, endeavor to do better and to make things right, give great customer service to people, always, correct your wrongs, you know what I'm saying, and be humble and take accountability. But learning your craft, getting the training you need in whatever area you're in is going to be the utmost importance, trademark your name. I just trademarked my name last year, my trademark, and it takes a while for it to get trademarked. I should have been did it, but I thought it was so expensive. And it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was. So getting those things done to protect yourself, having all the pieces in your business that you can't do, hire your weaknesses. Like hire your weaknesses, things you don't like to do or can't do well. Hire those people and or learn those steps in your business until you can hire somebody. That's my big piece of advice for stepping out into entrepreneur. If also if you're working full time and you're endeavoring to be like, I hate this job, because most of us don't like working for anybody else. Have an exit strategy that is a real exit strategy. Don't just leave
Mm-hmm.
the job because you got to have money, you got to pay your bills still. You got to have insurance. You don't understand, like, having health insurance is very important. So people don't think about that stuff when they leave their jobs. Like, you leave your job, but you got issues, or you're at a certain age bracket, you need to be going to the doctor and stuff. So you got to think about a lot of things when you're thinking about just stepping away from your good, safe corporate America job. Let that be your fundraising so you can get out on your own. That's my advice.
Yeah, and you did that. You actually did that. So do you feel like it was worth it a thousand times over?
I absolutely do, Marcus.
Okay.
Only thing I would have done different, there's some things I would have done different on financial and for myself on the back end in terms of like the retirement piece of it, because that's where I am now, thinking about retirement. But other than that, because I took a lot of my money that I left with to do my business.
Mhm.
So thinking about other things. But yeah, I think it was well worth it. And my plan wasn't even as thought out as I tell people to have theirs, because I was forced out of my job. And so I had to make it work, but it worked beautifully for me, So yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And June, what will you add to that?
So I would say just make sure you love it. Make sure you love it, because there'll be times when you want to throw in the towel and not do it. A lot of times I see people that venture off and do stuff, and then I go back and try to find them, and they're done. And I'm always like, well, I thought you had a. No, I didn't work for me, and or they didn't like it. They weren't passionate about it, because this is a not get rich overnight
Oh yeah, you're not about to get
deal.
rich like that.
You're
Like,
not. You're just not. I know the 15 minutes of internet, and there are times when we struggle to figure out, who do we pay? Do we pay payroll, or do we pay our mortgage? So those are, and that's a whole lesson in and of itself, is to understand this is not, you may hit a lick, but if you, and the Bible declares that your money has assignments. So we have to make sure, even in your money, where you make money from being an entrepreneur, where does that money go? There are so many times that I would take money over here and pull it over here and grab it over here. But now I've gotten so tuned into, if this is the money that made, this is the money that's going to pay for. So I no longer take money and cross it across my barriers, because you get in trouble for that. I mean, you get in, and then taxes and all those things. So you just have to be wise. And I would say, pray about partnerships you get into. Pray about people that you service, because all customers are not good customers, and they're not your customer, and it's okay.
yes.
So that's what I would say on top of that. But love it. Love what you do, because there'll be a time you don't want to get out the bed. There'll,
Child.
there'll be a time you looked at your schedule and be like, I got an appointment. Ugh. But I'm excited when I get an appointment. I'd be like, oh, okay, let me see. But love what you do.
I
That's
love it.
it, Marcus.
I love it. I appreciate it so much. And listen, if you're listening to June Rochelle Eaton or Rashida LaShawn Williams, and you know either name of the business, be the first to drop it in the comments, and you can win your ticket to the Galentine's event that's happening this Saturday, February 15th, from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Carrington. It is a fantastic facility. I've been there. I've been fortunate enough to utilize the facility. June is doing an amazing job there, and you will not be disappointed. I'm kind of wanting to come and crash it to eat the food. It sounds like it's good, and to have something in between a cocktail and mocktail, or Marcus tail or something.
Right.
But I think it's going to be an amazing time. Sounds like an amazing time. I'm so pleased to have you both on to share about your businesses and about this venture. And I hope to see many more of these types of ventures. As you know, I'm always coming up with these ideas, and I still have in my mind a mock wedding to happen, where she's just going to
Okay.
do all the makeup. We're going to have it at the Carrington. We're going to have L'Oreal sponsor it. So I got all the things in my mind, but I got to help to make those come to fruition. But what you're doing, I think, is an amazing thing to bring and elevate the voice of sisterhood. So I'm so pleased to have you
Great.
all on, watching across TikTok and Facebook and YouTube events, to see who's going to drop that in the comments first to get your ticket. It is an in-person event here in the Detroit area, and they would love to have you. can you share anything else about the event that maybe we will just use as a wrap up for this section?
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. From the time you enter in, you're going to feel the love and the warmth. And you're not going to feel like, so don't feel like you don't want to come because you don't know anybody. Because as soon as you come in, you're going to feel welcome.
Absolutely. You're going to be embraced and loved on. So everybody's going to be loved on. It's all about this, the season of love. So while it is a pagan thing, quote unquote, it's a real thing because God is love and we are Christians. And so we want to spread love and make people feel loved and wanted and make somebody, just brighten their day. Because a lot of people are just going through so much. And so, and in the climate that we're living in, it's just going to be a really great time of laughter and love and meeting new people, like June said.
Yeah, it sounds like love is almost a business imperative for you all. I keep hearing in the theme, taking good care of people, high standards of customer service and excellence as parts of your brand. And so it seems like that love theme is resonating through and permeating through everything that you do. Do you see where others might have some pause in doing that in their business? Or would you encourage people to make sure that love is a business imperative?
I think that people should, Marcus, but a lot of people, unfortunately, they chasing the dollar. So they don't think about the other things because they're thinking about trying to get them bills paid. They're thinking about they're thinking about other things. They're not looking at it. And then you got to realize too, a lot of people may not have a relationship with God, right? So they don't have the mindset to think that I'm doing this as unto. You know what I'm
As
saying?
unto the Lord. That's right.
Lord. And so they're doing it because they're trying to make money. We are in business to make money. Don't get it twisted. But I think that a lot of people don't have that mindset about servitude because they're thinking about, I got to get this next dollar. Where's this next dollar coming from? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying, that's just where some people's minds are. My mindset is that God told me to do this. He called me to this. So he going to take care of me.
Yes.
And I'm going to do what he told me to do, whatever that looks like. Today might say, bless this person, don't charge him a day. Okay, God, cool. Because he's going to pay me back somewhere later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
No, and I'm saying like people, and we understand and I'm so grateful for you giving away a ticket. We understand that people have budgets and sometimes they'll look at something and think that's too expensive. I can't afford to do that. If that's fine, if that doesn't, but understand that we're not doing this for to come up or trust me, we're not. It is to offset some of the costs that we have to do it. But it's not a paid thing for us. We just want to do it because we want to express our love for everybody and have fun. But we have, there are expenses. The reality is there are expenses that come along when you host an event.
Sure. But I mean, it just seems like love is an undercurrent. And I know that because I know the two of you, but I'm wondering for other businesses, as to Rashida's point, maybe they don't understand that the way to the dollar, even though there are times that the dollar will have to be stretched, the way to the dollar is to really love what you do, love the people you do it for, and love it in a way that your process yields excellence. And so I'm not sure that that's a business course that people teach or really understand. But I think it's one, well stated here and well demonstrated that when you really love what you do, you're going to love the people you do it for, and you're going to love the process to drive excellence for those people. And thus that will bring the dollars in its time. Invariably there will be ebbs and flows, but it will bring the dollars. The dollars follow that love, that business imperative. So that sounds like a whole lesson that you all could teach, team teach. The business imperative of love, because you're in the beauty business, you're in the wedding business, and it's all around love. Women probably wouldn't get their makeup done unless they want to feel beautiful, feel loved, right? So you're in a business around love with love as the imperative. And I just think that's something amazing and should be taught.
I would agree.
Brother Marcus. Dr. June, get on top of that. Dr. June.
Yes, I shall. I shall.
Well, I want to thank you both. I haven't seen anything in the comments, but we're gonna boost it for a little bit and let keep it before people so that they can win the ticket. So that you'll have the name of the person. Have an amazing time Saturday. And
Thank
I know you're
you.
doing this for the ladies, but I think there should be something for the fellas that's coming behind this.
Okay. Okay. My husband said that last night when we were at dinner. He was like, "Well, I should do something like that." I was like, "Oh, maybe you should."
Yeah. We should have it at the Carrington, and then we can start working on the mock wedding because I got some
Okay.
ideas about this experiment, the 36 questions that lead to love, and how that could lead us to a mock wedding. But anyway,
Oh, nice. Well, maybe
yeah,
you'll end up with a real wedding.
that's the plan.
That's good.
All righty then.
Yeah, that's the plan, and see if we can pitch it for reality TV. And then, we'd have you and Rashida, and
We love that.
we've already built the ecosystem with all of these businesses. So it just seems like the next logical step to do. So,
Okay. We
all
love to
right.
be a part.
We love our partnership with you. We love Detroit Couture, all the stuff that you did with the Detroit Couture and my Dream Dress Bridal Salon. And of course, Rashida, the Glam Doctor. We just absolutely love her as well, and the work that she does, and the
Thank
work that you do. Both of you do work with children, but you do work in mentorship. So, you're kind of a little modest tonight, but the things that you do, I think, are really important for our community. And
Thank
hats
you.
off to you both. With
thank you.
I know what is going to
Thank
be
you.
yet another outstanding event, and take plenty of pictures and videos so that we can share with those within our community and around.
We shall.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you both so much. I'm just going to pull out the flyer so that they can see the flyer information. I don't know, is there a QR? Well, let's see. They'll just get the flyer information for now.
Yeah, they would just go to the website
Got you.
to
My Dream Dress Bridal Salon.
click on the Eventbrite list.
Got it. And so this is the,
Yeah, there we go.
there we go. Love, Laugh, Glow, an exclusive Galentine's event. You don't want to miss it. It's only $85, which I think is great if you're going to have delicious food, luxurious lunch, decadent dessert bar, a DIY perfume making activity, a space to connect, create, and shine. It's this Saturday, 2 to 5 p.m. at the Carrington, an outstanding facility on 8 Mile near Southfield Road in Southfield, Michigan.
Yes.
June and Rashida, thank you so much for being here. I am so grateful for your time and looking forward to hearing more about the event.
Thank you, Marcus.
Okay, have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
You
Have
too.
a good night. Bye-bye.
And amazing too. These are amazing folks. And you still have time to drop in the comments so that you can win the ticket for the Galentine's event. How do you win? Well, you got to tell me the name of their business. Dr. V says, thank you both for all you do and for how you love. Thank you so much. Roswell Amsor on TikTok, and those others that have joined us on TikTok, thank you so much for joining. You have an opportunity, if you're in the Metro Detroit area, to win a ticket. It's an $85 ticket to the Galentine event that's happening this Saturday. If you want to be uplifted and elevated with some sisters who are doing amazing things in and around the Detroit community, you don't want to miss this event. Whether you are booed up, whether you are married or single, and you have some time Saturday afternoon, join these sisters for an intimate event. And it's the only place you need to be. And for one of you, it's going to be absolutely free. So you have to drop in the comments the name of either of their business, and the first person to do that will be the winner. All right. Before we close out, I'm going to share from the inbox, rather share some of the suggestions that I have for our inbox gentleman who basically is just getting back with his longtime girlfriend. They were together for 5 years before they broke up. I have questions about that, and we kind of talked a little bit about that, but they're back together, and he wants to make sure this Valentine's Day is wonderful. So here are some suggestions based on her love language, which are physical touch, quality time, and gifts. And you can drop your love language. So based on her love language, physical touch, I recommend, and some of this is from the Love Lingo Lab and marriage.com. Make every interaction count between now and Valentine's. Now, again, Valentine's is not just a day we believe in the Love and Stuff community. Valentine's is a lifestyle. It is building consistent moments, consistent opportunities to express and grow your relationship and thereby grow your love, right? And you want to do that over time, right? So it's wonderful to have a big day, right? But the next day, if all you're going to do is argue and mistrust each other, did Valentine really count? Right? You want to build a lifestyle so that your relationship, Valentine is a lifestyle. This amorous or amorous relationship is not episodic. It's not event driven. It's life driven. Okay. So be intentional with non-sexual touch. You can do your sexual touch, but I'm talking about non-sexual. Hold her hand while you walk. Rub her shoulders after a long day, right? Place your hand on her thigh when you're driving or when she's driving, depending. Little moments like these reinforce the closeness and security. That's what Love Lingo Lab says, that these kind of little moments reinforce closeness and security. And you can do a surprise massage night. Each night, a different muscle or area, right? The feet, the neck, the shoulders, right? Set up candles, get some warm oil, and make her feel like she is a priority. And it's not just foreplay, it builds safety, as I said before, and closeness and connectedness. Okay. And marriage.com says this is a way of making her feel safe and feel totally connected. All right. Then gifts. And I know there are people who like pricey gifts, and there are people who say, it's the thought that counts. You need to know your partner. So you need to know what her tastes are in gifts. But chances are she doesn't just want a random gift. She wants to feel like you put your thought into it, right? So a small but meaningful gift that might have a handwritten note that is explaining why you chose it or why it's symbolic of your love is 10 times more powerful than something expensive. Now, I don't think it just knocks the expensive stuff out. If someone wants a Birkin bag, they want a Birkin bag. But if Birkin bag is not in the budget, find a way to explain why you've chosen the gift you've chosen in a way that's going to be thoughtful, right? And a personalized gift will win every time. So if it's something that's custom jewelry or a custom book from her author, autographed book rather, or even a memory box of things you've collected, which is one of my favorite in the gifts. Make a box of your best moments, of pictures and of different things. That's something that you can do that is inexpensive. Okay. You can also make it a gift. I was hearing one radio announcer saying, hey, he didn't have any money. He did a picnic right in the living room and put the petals from 3 flowers. He didn't have enough for a dozen, and put them all and made a dinner there and just had little small notes and gifts strewn throughout the house, throughout the apartment. You can find ways that are not expensive to show that you're being thoughtful. All right. I'm carrying that book over into quality time because even though the 5 love language talks about this example of personalizing gifts, I'm pulling over the book into quality time because the goal of quality time is to make her feel like the center of your world, that your time with her is as precious to you rather, as it is to her. So I would say one way that you can do it is if you have, you buy her favorite book that she's been talking about if she's a reader, or you buy an Audible book and you read it together. or you listen to it together, and you spend some time every night or every morning just listening to a chapter, reading to her a chapter, reading to each other and discussing it, spending quality time. If reading, I'm giving the example of reading as her thing, find something that she enjoys doing and spend time with her doing it, just you and her. And hey, put your phone down. Be fully present, no scrolling, undivided attention. Turn the TV off, turn the sports off. Show her that she's more important than anything else. And that's from Psychology Today. Show her that she's more important than anything else. And in order for that to be the case, it has to really be the case, right? Plan a no phone date night where you all just enjoy each other, no distractions, no kids, no phones, no anything. And go to a scenic spot, take a long walk, or do something else that's meaningful for you both, like visiting the place where you first met. And this from Dating for Today's Man, visiting that place where you first met, recreate that first date, go back to that first place. Okay. But no phone. Make it a no phone date. I know that's going to be hard for most people to do, but you can make it a no phone date. And number 4 is making Valentine's Day more than a one-day event. That's mine to toss in. Start celebrating now, not just Valentine's Day. You can do a daily countdown with small notes, voice messages, little acts of service to build up a momentum. Okay. And Love Lingo Lab says create a mini scavenger hunt, a love scavenger hunt where she finds the small notes or gifts leading up to the big day. And this can again build excitement and make her feel truly treasured. And number 5, speak her love language daily, not just on or around Valentine's Day, because consistency is the key. Love languages aren't just a holiday thing, they're a lifestyle. Making these gestures as part of your routine helps her to never have to question where you stand. Okay? And then ask her directly, now, what am I doing that makes you feel most loved? And then you lock into that. And the best way to love someone really is the way in which they would receive it, not in the way you think that they would or you think that works. Okay? So, like this fella, I would say, fellas, bros, listen up. Women don't just want words. They want the effort, consistency, intentional love that undergirds them. They don't just want gifts. They don't just want acts of service. They want to know there's intentionality behind it and not just motive to get something out of them, right? They want to know that at the center of your world is them and that you are sincere and that you are committed to growing, developing, and deepening your love. And these help to add to your own blueprint, just like for the gentleman in the inbox, for making her feel like the queen that you know that she is. But you got to do it before, during, and after Valentine's Day. All right, Valencia, you are the one, you win. And Detroit Couture is one of her businesses, as well as My Dream Dress Bridal Salon, which was the one we're looking for, but the Glam Doctor is the second one. So you will be able to, I know you're not in the metro area, but you may be able to gift that ticket to someone else who will enjoy it. Congratulations. Confetti, confetti, confetti. And those of you across other platforms, dog, you just missed the opportunity to win that. It is the Galentine celebration happening this Saturday in Detroit, Michigan, in Southfield, Michigan, actually, at the Carrington. And it's going to be an amazing time for women. Don't worry, fellas. We're gonna have something coming up so that you will be able to enjoy the brotherhood, and then we'll be bringing people together for a specially curated version of 36 questions that lead to love through the lens of the 5 love languages. And so we will be got it. Very good. We'll have to tag her in it to make sure she knows that she's won. All right. It's 9:37. You can look for Valentine's Day for there to be some movies for you to watch. I always try to curate something with our independent artists. Sometimes it will be replays, but in the hopes that whether or not you have connected with someone, whether you're on LinkedIn and you're going to finish out your week and you don't have that partner, boo or bae, whether you are on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube events, or Twitch TV or Instagram, and you just want to know that you are loved, the Love and Stuff community will certainly be sharing with you on Friday evening an opportunity for you to love on yourself. We believe that the quintessential love is God. He is love, and He's willed us into existence and asked us to love Him back with all that we have and our neighbors as ourselves. We're living in a world where love is waxing cold, where executive orders are being signed to the detriment of thousands and maybe millions of people, where people are undermining the work of unity, the work of diversity, equity, and inclusion, the work of justice, where people just don't care. Love is waxing cold for some. And so we're in a world where we want you to know, whatever the role is in your life, whether you are a mother, a father, a CEO, whether you are the janitor, whether you are a customer, whether you are underemployed, unemployed, or unhappily employed, wherever you find yourself as a station in life, in a role in life, in a place in life, you are worthy of love. And so in the Love and Stuff community, we want to ensure that you have a space, a safe space to feel that love. And so we will continue to curate that space as we help to hopefully help people to consider Valentine's Day not as the day that you close your eyes and say, I don't have a Valentine. No, Valentine is a lifestyle. And if you want that love in your life, your love has to be front and center. I know love is a risk and you could get hurt again. It could be someone who tries to deceive you again. It could be someone that's not really being the best that they could bring to a relationship. Love is a risk. But if you want to experience that love, you're going to have to wear it so that it can be seen. You're going to have to live it out so that it can be experienced. You're going to have to touch somebody who might sometimes seem or feel or act unlovable, because your love has to be able to move forward into this world and touch other people. And eventually, that love will be touched back in time, in space, in the right place. So don't give up on that call, that clarion call to love and be loved. It's worth all that you have gone through, all that you've experienced, and all that you hope and desire to be. I'm Marcus Holmes from the Love and Stuff community. I am an advocate about your love, whatever that love is. Maybe it is the love of self. Maybe it's the love relationship with God. Maybe it's the love for your community. Maybe it's the love, as you heard June talk about, the love of the work that you do, of the call that you have, of the assignment that you have. Maybe it's the love that you bring to your customers and clients like Rashida. Whatever it is, I'm advocating that you have more of it and that it thrives in this year of 2025 in such a way that everybody that meets you know that your love is a business imperative, that you're about the business of love and loving the process, loving the people, loving the purpose, so that you bring more into this world than what it had before you came. And if that makes any sense to you, and if that resonates with you at all, you've happened upon the right community, the Love and Stuff community. And whether you've connected with us via Facebook, from which we're emanating, via LinkedIn Live or Twitch TV or YouTube events or Instagram or TikTok, we want to make sure that you stay connected to us so that we can help you up your love game. Before we go, I just want to share with you a few things that may be of interest to you. I just talked about that. My love is front and center gear that you can get in our Shopify store There is the link there. If you scan this QR code, it will take you directly to the store. This is the sweatshirt. My love is front and center. It is in all colors. So it's not just in this blue, it's in red, white, yellow, you name it, that you can get the sweatshirt in just about any size. And we also have t-shirts and hoodies as well. Want to ensure that you're able to take advantage of that and get your gear today. All right. In addition to that, we also have our signature Love and Stuff t-shirts, which also comes in sweatshirts. And again, it comes in multiple colors and sizes that are available now. Our Gratefulness Journey Everyday gear that is available. And I want you to know that you can get any of this gear by scanning the QR code. And once it takes you to the page, all of the rest of the gear is there. I also wanted to point out, because we have a brand new book that is out, All Shades of Girl, Color Me Beautiful. It is a story of a little girl's journey through colorism. And it's inspired by a real story of a member of our Love and Stuff community, Sonia Charisse, who endured ridicule and bullying as a child due to colorism. We want every little girl to know, whatever hue you are, that you've been colored beautifully. And we know that there are some women with a little girl inside of them who was never told that message, who never lived out that message. And so I want to ensure that every little girl gets this message. It is a book that I've written, and it is also a coloring book, and it has affirmations in the book as well. I think your young readers will enjoy it, and their sisters and mothers and aunties and big miles who will read with them and to them will help them to embrace their self-identity and embrace their hue. Along with that, we have our Color Me Beautiful gear. We have Color Me Beautiful sweatshirts that again come in multiple colors. The long sleeve performance tee, beautiful confidence girl power tee, of course, long sleeve tee. Of course, we have the t-shirts, the Color Me Beautiful t-shirts, and we have the youth sizes and the youth long sleeve competitor tee as well. So I wanted to bring those products up to you in the hopes that you will support what is more than a book to me. It is a movement of helping women and girls, especially in this environment where we've heard former vice president be characterized as unqualified or DEI hire. What does that kind of rhetoric say to our little girls? We want to make sure that they know that they've been colored perfectly, that they're beautiful in the hue in which they have been born. And it is beautiful to be Black. It is beautiful to be brown skin. It is beautiful to be dark brown skin. It's beautiful to be light brown skin. We want them all to be colored beautiful. All right. And then lastly, of course, still available is the Gratefulness Journey Every Day. What are you doing in the next 30 days to transform your life? All right. And so we hope that you find something that in our Shopify store that resonates with you, that you will wear the brand, live the brand, and love the brand. As we close out, I always want to share with you from Shaz of Sunset, MJ, her take on the Gratefulness Journey Every Day.
Marcus, I want to congratulate you on Love and Stuff. I really want you to know that staying grateful and understanding the power of what it is to be operating out of a space of abundance and gratitude is the most important part of every journey of every day. So Marcus June, congratulations on this book. It's on Amazon now. That makes me so proud of you and your family and me and my family, and every single person around us gets it. So good on you for bringing it into the hands and the laps and the Kindles of all the people. Okay, so we're gonna check it out. Can't wait to learn more.
Yeah. Yeah. again.